Welcome to my channel. My name is Nelly and this is Nelly BDSM, a channel where we talk about everything BDSM and I talk about my own personal experience with BDSM and I share with you. Again, in this channel, I'm not going to talk about things that I haven't experienced personally because I don't want to take away, I don't want to influence things. How do I put this? I don't want to talk about things that I don't personally know. The whole idea of this channel is for me to share my personal experience and just to guide you through things that I personally know. Because I can easily just go on Google and Google certain things and then come and tell you and talk about it. And I don't feel like that's very authentic. So I would just rather stay away from them. So I'm wearing my favorite indoor sweater. So you guys are going to be seeing me in this sweater a lot in a lot of videos. But yeah. So let's get into today's video. So today's video is like one of the shorts that I made. I'm gonna put a link on that short so you guys can just check it out if you want to see a shorter version of this video. But today I'm just gonna broadly explain that whole video. So it is, as you already seen from the title, is Dom Rules for a Happy Sub. I don't remember sitting down making this video, so I'm gonna make this video again. If I've already made this video, I'm very sorry, but I'm just gonna give you a retake of that video. So I remember making it into a short. I just don't remember making a longer video about it. So yeah, I have a lot of rules and I'm sure your sub is going to be happy. If you have rules that I've missed, please don't forget to leave a comment. Also guys, I now have Patreon. Please don't forget to just go and subscribe there, where you get to see my personal live and get to see me just leaving live as a sub. And also I get to take you through my vetting process. So yeah, let's start with number one. Do not make many requests at once. So that's the first rule I always I appreciate if my sub is just making one request at a time, not only because I'm ADHD, but I feel like if you just make one request at a time, it's easy to accomplish it rather than just giving me so many requests. Now there's things that I'm gonna miss, and sometimes I just can sit there and procrastinate and not get anything done. So if you make one request at a time, we get that done, you happy, and then you make another one, then we get that done, you happy. So also imagine this as from your point of view. If I were to make so many requests at the same time, would you be able to just remember everything and be able to accomplish everything successfully? So to make sure you guys have a smooth sailing, just make one request at a time. Don't make too many at once. Yeah, another one is be patient towards your sub. This is also another one that I truly appreciate. If a dom is patient with me, they're not rushing me, especially even through the vetting process, they're not rushing me. First, being rushed through the vetting process is a red flag. But if they're just patient with me and they appreciate that I'm trying to learn, even though it's taking me longer than they would like, but they just appreciate that I'm putting in the effort and I'm learning. Because remember, this is a whole new person. They don't know you. They're not like your ex-partner or your ex-playmate. They don't know you. They're still trying to learn you while they're also giving you information about themselves. Because this also happens, and it used to happen to me, that I would just be learning about the dom and forget to just let them know about myself, my needs, my wants, and what I would really appreciate during a scene or during playtime. So when they're patient with you, you are able to tell them what you want while you're learning, and it just makes the journey so easy and so much quicker than it should be. Because if I'm just sitting there learning about you, you're gonna have to sit and also learn about me. And yeah, just let's condense time. Let's be patient with each other and learn about each other's needs simultaneously to make the experience worth the while. So learn to be patient with your sub, because you're a new person to them like they're a new person to you. Okay, so reward your sub for good behavior. Getting rewards for good behavior is literally the best thing that could ever happen to me. I really appreciate it when I randomly get gifts, or I randomly get messages that you did good today. I'm a trophy collector by nature, so being told that I did very good or I did very well makes me want to carry on doing that. And it just creates that whole, I want to do things for him, or I want to please him, because again, I know that I am capable of doing that. It just makes you confident as a sub that, oh, you're doing very well. I'm doing very well. So let me carry on. Because if you think you're doing good, I know if I personally feel like I'm doing good, I want to carry on doing something. If I'm good at something, I want to carry on doing good. So rewarding me and getting compliments that I'm doing good and getting compliments for my good behavior makes me want to be good more. Another one is punish bad behavior. Yes, punish bad behavior, because sometimes you, if I do something and you just let it slide and I'm unaware that it was bad behavior, is something you consider as bad behavior, I will still do it, and it will not because I'm intentionally doing it to like undermine you, but it's necessary because I don't know that it was wrong, or I am pushing a button. And when I push buttons, I know if I push buttons and get away with it, I wind up just being a rebel. Like, that's me personally. So if a sub, like, you let them know right away that was bad behavior and it needs to be punished, you then like create a smooth sailing way. I'm not saying there's not going to be any bad behaviors, but they know what's considered, what's not allowed, and what is allowed. So they would then maybe try and avoid them, or they know exactly how to take you off if they are brand. So if you punish bad behavior, it just creates a safe space. Now I know what you don't like, rather than you giving me the silence treatment, or rather you just being upset and just making me guess what I did wrong. So if I get a punishment, I know it was wrong and I know it should no longer be done. And another one is pay attention to your sub's body language. So when you pay attention to a body language, so I've heard a lot of people in the community talk about, oh my god, I no longer have safe words. This is when your sub is able to, like when your dom is able to pay attention to your body language, that you guys see no need for like safe words anymore. Like, you know when they've had enough, and you know when you need to stop, you know when you still need to carry on. So when you learn their body language, like look at their body language when they use a safe word, how were they, like what was their body language first? So when you learn that, you learn to know what they like and what they don't like, when they've heard enough or when they still want more, without them verbally communicating it with you, making you guys just have this unicorn of a relationship where you don't have to use safe words anymore. But using safe words, I'm saying safe words is good, but when the relationship is so much in depth that you no longer need to have safe words, that's a good thing as well. It means you guys understand each other, you guys know each other's body languages, and you can sense when it's like being too much for your partner. So learn to listen to their body language and watch it closely to just give you cues whether to carry on or not. Because also it's also some subs, when they're starting out, they are afraid to use their safe words. So you also learning the body language also helps keep them safe from themselves, because sometimes they would just be too chicken. I know I personally was the first time. I was just too chicken to use the safe word, and I wanted to like please my partner so much that I just did not want to use a safe word to disappoint them. I did not want to disappoint them, and I did not want to look like I'm a quitter. So when you look at their body language, you can keep them safe even if they are endangering themselves without knowing. So learn to like listen to their body language or pay attention to it. Understand and make them understand that consent can be revoked. This is also essentially important, because a lot of people are under the assumption that once you enter a scene, you can no longer say no. So once I've agreed to a scene, I can no longer say no. Once I've agreed to playtime, I can no longer say no. When you make your sub know that they can still revoke their consent anytime, anywhere in the scene, it is okay, you will not be upset. Like, make them understand that, sit them down and explain it to them. Make it their daily bread that every time you guys are talking about or negotiating a scene, that you let them know that you can revoke consent at any time. It is totally okay. I won't be upset. I will totally understand. Let them know, because again, going back to the point that I made, I remember like when I started up as a sub, I was so much, I wanted to please, and I was so eager to please that I forgot about safe words, and I did not want to use safe words because I was a quitter. And there was also one point in my one point where I was like, oh my god, I've already agreed to this, I need to keep my word. And because they hadn't sat me down and explained that, hey, you can revoke consent at any time, you can change your mind, like I went through with the whole scene, and that can be traumatic sometimes. Sometimes it could be a good thing, but sometimes it could be traumatic. So let's not take chances with them. Just let them know that they can revoke it at any given time that they want to. Make sure they know. Okay, another one is have a safe words and talk about limits. So again, if your sub is a beginner, they may not know what their limits are, so you can give them examples of what limits are. You can just throw things out there and be like, oh, are you willing to do anal? And they'll be like, hell no. Then you will then know, because sometimes a sub can be well informed more than a dom can be well informed more than a sub. So you have the responsibility to let them know what could possibly be limits. You can also talk about, oh, okay, so I remember hearing this person had this limit, would you consider that your limit? Like I remember I had a partner who did not at all like any anal play. Would that be something you're interested in? Don't just say what are your limits, because some people will not know what limits are and they wouldn't know how to talk about limits. Also, talk about safe words. Tell them, like when you're starting up, I always like to use the yes and no, but yes and no can be clouded because when I can say no because it's too much, like, but I still want you to carry on, so there could be like blurred lines between that. But a no still means no and a yes still means yes. But have something simple as the robot colors: green, red, yellow, green, or red, amber, green. So have something simple at first, something they could easily remember. Red means danger, it means no, and then green means go, and like, and also remind them like mid scene that I'm about to do this. You can say red if you want me to carry on, and you can say red if you want me to stop, and then green if you want me to carry on. So also take them step by step, talk about their limits, talk about the safe words, so they are well aware. This also prevents you from having like a sub drop. Like a psychological sub drop is like the worst for me and I wouldn't want anyone to go through that. So just talking about these things pre-scene or talking about them well through the vetting process really helps the both of you. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Those are the limits that I have, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, because I know 97% of you guys are not subscribed and you're watching my videos. I'm mad about it. So hit that subscribe button right now, and make sure you also leave a comment. Oh, I also have Patreon. Go there, subscribe. I need a new camera. So yeah, go there and subscribe, and also if you have anything that you want to add on in the video I just made, please do leave it in the comment section. Do be on the lookout for my other videos, and if you want a condensed version of this video, there is a short that you can go and check out on my short videos. So see you.